Hello and welcome to Concepts World. At Concepts World, we come up with concepts and their application across different topics like marketing, finance, career development, and technology so that you learn and grow higher in career. Today's topic is rebranding. If you like the video, share and subscribe it so that maximum people can learn from the video. Now, what you will learn from this video? We will address 4 points here. First is what is rebranding? Second is different ways of rebranding, and we will give examples here. Third is when company needs a rebranding, and the last part is what are the benefits of rebranding for a company. Watch this video till the end so that you don't miss any concept. There will be some thought starters and tips in between video for better understanding, so that if you have learned something or read about it previously, then you can link it. We come to our first question, which is what is rebranding? So rebranding is a marketing strategy where company creates a new name for the business, symbol, logo, or change colors. So when a company does that, you will see the same thing on websites, company products, and so on. Recently, Vodafone and Idea is rebranded to VI, that is V, and you can see the same name on their websites or apps. Now a question comes in our mind, rebranding is done for whom? So rebranding is done for consumers like you and me who use the product or services, investors who have invested in company, prospects who are the future customers, competitors like Jio or Airtel in case of Vodafone Idea, employees, so that a new brand identity is created in their minds. One of the thought starter here is brand identity and brand name same? So the answer is that they are different. Brand identity is what you see like logo, colors, name. But brand is more than brand identity. Let's see this from an example. Whenever you buy an iPhone, is it only for logo, which is the brand identity, or the overall experience of operating system, which is iOS, Apple services, Apple updates, and much more? Now you can think on it. Now we go through some examples of rebranding. The first example is of Hero Honda. Honda and Hero separated ways in 2011. Hero MotoCorp decided to go for rebranding exercise with a change in logo and their slogan. Second is Godrej made changes in color of the logo to adapt themselves according to changing times. The last example here is of UTI Bank, what we know as Axis Bank today. This happened in 2007 and the intention behind it was to make the brand more modern and relevant as per the current time because consumer changes. Now we come to a second question, which is what are the different strategies of rebranding when two companies are merged? So the first is one of the company's logo and name is retained and the other one is not. So when Verizon bought Altel, Verizon logo was retained. Second is when each firm keeps its logo and name. So when P&G acquired Gillette, they both keep their name separate. Third is when company creates a new name or logo. Now they can also take branding elements from either of the company. So when United and Continental Airlines were merged, United name was kept along with the logo of Continental Airlines. Similarly, when BP and Amoco was merged, a different logo was created by BP. So these are the three rebranding techniques used by brands when they are merged, and you will see in different examples around you. If you have any questions in mind till now, you can ask in comment section and we will answer. Now we come to our third question, which is why there is a need for rebranding. Like we explained earlier, rebranding is to influence the customer perception about the brand and make it seem more modern and relevant to customer. Now what is customer perception? It is how customer sees your brand. If we see an example of a car, if you have a choice between Honda City and BMW, what will you choose? So you will choose a car for which your perception is high. Like for me it is BMW and maybe for you too. There are some pointers which we have listed here which determines that a company might needs a rebranding now. So the first point is when a company merged or bought by another company. Like we explained earlier that a company can decide to keep separate names or one name. When Pricewaterhouse merges with Coopers and Lebrand, then it got rebranded to PricewaterhouseCoopers, which we know today. Second point is when company wants to change with market and look relevant. If we see example of Instagram, the original logo, which is a representation of an analog camera, which is an old-fashioned camera, was replaced with a digital version in pink and orange. Now moving to third point, when there's a change in management and the new CEO wants to change the culture along with the brand logo, then also rebranding happens. One of the examples is when Uber changes logo after the new CEO. Fourth point is when you want to target new set of clients or change in business strategy. Now Facebook has changed in logo, which is a recent example, to be used in other social media apps that it owns like Instagram. By this, they want to create a separate identity for Facebook and other apps that Facebook owns. Now there are some more reasons which are not more evident when a company goes for rebranding. It also happens when there's a negative reputation of the company in the market. So if you have a bad reputation, then company will lose customers. So what a rebranding does? It helps consumers see you in a fresh light and regrow brand loyalty. It also happens when there's a new competitor entered into the market with a great offering, like Jio entered in the telecom market. The competitor is taking away your consumers because consumers are not relating with your brand now. Now it also happens when the consumer starts buying competition products, and a consumer can buy competitive products because of number of factors like the product is not good or service is not good. Sometimes consumers don't recognize fully the brand. If we see it from an example, it might be possible that someone don't like iPhone as a brand because there are restrictions in iPhone operating system, and hence consumer doesn't recognize it fully. So that's an example. The last point here is when a company reposition the brand in the market. So if you reposition your business to go after a different market segment because you have changed the pricing or quality of product, your product offering or your audience. Now another way, if we have to see this from example, think brand as a person. If person rebrands himself, he will either lose weight or gain weight. He will change his hairstyle, maybe the color, the clothes he wear, and maybe his name. So those are part of brand identity. Now if the person reposition himself, he will change his attitude, his behavior, which is the overall persona of a human being. Now we come to the last part of our video, which is what are the benefits of rebranding. So first is that sometimes brand becomes boring for consumers. If it is old, then rebranding re-energize the brand. You can think of any brand which is using a logo which is very old and think about it. Will you connect with the brand now? Second point is when the brand becomes very competitive, rebranding, or when the market becomes very competitive, rebranding can provide differentiation and growth to brand. See example of telecom industry. Currently in India, there are three main players: Jio, Vodafone Idea, which is now Vi, and Airtel. Now data rates are coming down every year and plans are getting cheaper. Every player wants more customers. So that's the example of a competitive telecom industry. Third point is rebranding can get you more clients, because when you rebrand, it means you have expanded to offer new products, grown to include more services, or you have set new goals for your business. So rebranding is a great way to show to your consumers that your business is evolving, your business is reaching new heights. So we have given you full concept of rebranding. If you want to go through the case study of Vodafone and Idea rebranding to Vi, then click on the link above, or you can also check our channel for case study on Vodafone and Idea rebranding. Congrats, you have learned a new concept today and which will help you to go higher in your career. Don't forget to subscribe so that you are updated on every concepts and applications that we come out with. Thank you.